Making everyone happy on vacation isn't easy, but you know what is? Going to Aruba. All you have to do is walk out your door to find pristine pools, relaxing white sand beaches, and an island teeming with outdoor activities that'll put a smile on any face. You won't just feel great, you'll all feel great, filled with a calmer, more peaceful vibe that radiates Aruba's warmth. And the best part is, it never fades. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your family trip at Aruba.com.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. You guys, I am so grateful, of course, I say on every episode, to all of you guys who continue to show love and support to this show. I truly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my little heart. I truly appreciate, yeah, she's got me a little bit toasty because she's a bartender or something. You know, what do you want me to do? Listen, anyway, yes, thank you all to the surrounding area, Waco, everybody in the nation that watches The Public Affair. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again for all your support. Of course, to Rogue Media Network. We got Allison behind the scenes doing our episode today. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate you. I told her to drink a Jello shot because she's having one of those days. But Allison, there's plenty of Jello shots over here and Buchanans. Okay, when you're ready. Right?
Yes,
Listen,
when you're ready.
Now, before we get started, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He is the #1 sales agent in his office and has been for the last, 3 years since he's sponsoring. Listen, he's going to help you buy a house or sell your property. If you don't know what you're doing in the home buying process, David's going to hold your hand through the entire thing so you understand every aspect of what's going on. I've worked with him twice. I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. Follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea. Calling him on the screen, darling. For all your real estate needs, my boy David Santabanez, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Arturo's Frame, where Arturo y Eva de la Cruz, they do wood framing for houses and all remodeling. Listen, they'll even assist you with building a brand new house. Sometimes you want to move in somebody's old house. You want to build your brand new house from the ground up, have it look the way you want to. Arturo's Frame is going to help you do that. Listen, hablan inglés y español también. Call the number on the screen for a free in-town consultation. I told you, hablo español. All right, follow on Facebook at Arturo's Frame. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Oh, of course, my boy, he's a snack, in case you're looking. JB Auto Detailing with Joseph Blancas. Yes, he provides mobile detailing for all of Waco and the surrounding area, promising 100% satisfaction guarantee, leaving your vehicle looking brand spanking new and absolutely fresh, darling. That's right. And if you guys leave stains in the car, he can get the stains out. Yes, he's gotten my stains out, for sure. Yes, like, you know, with the black light, yeah. Pricing is such at jbautodetailing.net, you know, to make every package affordable for you. Call the number on the screen to book and follow on Facebook at JB Auto Detailing. Joseph, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. He's also associated with Solar Guard Surveillance with his partner Toby Lopez, providing top-of-the-line home surveillance systems for every property. I'm talking about homes, businesses, all of that. They also specialize in home audio equipment, solar well pumps, solar lighting, solar gate openers, and so much more. All the top-of-the-line home improvement. Listen, get upgraded today. Call Solar Guard Surveillance with Toby Lopez and Joseph Blancas. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, oh my God, I love this guy, Juan Morales with Waco Fencing and stuff. Now, Juan is building privacy fences and chain link fences. Perfect for all that extra at-home privacy because, you know, sometimes my guest, she wants to walk around, you know, with no bra or something, right? And so, you know, yeah, listen, call Waco Fencing and stuff. Have him go out there and build a nice, beautiful fence for you, and he's got it done. He also specializes in demolitions, building wood decks, stone patios, and gorgeous flower beds. Contact him with them on the screen for your consultations. And Juan Morales, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys. As you can tell, we're just a little bit turned, right? Because she put the whole half bottle of Buchanans in there, bitch. Where did you thought you was? This is not 5, okay?
Hold on, not 5, not 5.
Are we doing 5? Are you sure? I thought JR was our friend.
He is our friend, but...
Okay. And then what's your bar of choice?
So I actually work at, I'll do Fridays Warehouse, Latin night, Saturdays Smiley.
There you go, yes.
We do some... well, I don't because I ain't got no ass. But,
Yeah,
I mean, they do some twerking,
They do
know?
some twerking. Listen, I stopped going to those bars, and I'll tell you why here in a minute.
Okay.
Listen, as you guys can see, she's here. She's feisty. She's excited to be here. I'm excited that she's here. Slid in her DMs at 5:30 in the morning. She is a nurse now, but she also has her own bartending business called La Última y Me Voy Mobile Bartending.
Yes.
She's a queen in her own rights, and she's here on The Public Affair. I'd love to welcome Miss Emily Maria Rueda.
Oh, there you go.
I told you I got this shit, bitch. Don't fuck with me.
You got it. You got it. I was so scared you were going to butcher that shit.
What? Who? What? Only thing I'm butchering is...
Like, for my graduate...
never mind. Shush.
For my graduation, it was like, she did not know how to say it. And my cousins were like, what the...
What did they say?
Rueda. And I was like...
Is that how they said it?
No, well, I mean, kind of, but she kind of like missed the art. Or, like, it was.
She was just trying to be fucking sophisticated. Let her do her.
I mean, I guess so.
Get your diploma and move on.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, okay, whatever.
Congratulations, you just graduated from nursing school, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, registered nurse, LVN, how does that work?
So, it's by tiers, but right now I'm a LVN.
Okay.
I couldn't do, like, the full... I got accepted to both programs, but it was like I have a little one.
Yeah.
I couldn't be out of work for like 2 years. You know?
Right.
A lot of like people, when you're out of working, you still have car payments. You still have,
bills don't stop.
bills. Bills don't stop. They won't wait for you. They'll cut that shit off in a heartbeat. So I decided to do my VN, but I actually, I'm going to go right back. I'm gonna take a break about 6 months and then do, my BSN.
Yes. Oh, BSN. Okay. BSN. I don't know the N's and the B's and the R's. Like,
so it's just basically bachelor's.
But you're a whole ass nurse, regardless of the fact. Okay?
I can save a mother's life.
Okay, she can.
I can.
She can hook us up with the antibiotics, right?
There you go.
Okay, there you go. Okay, because I don't like going to the doctor. Listen, thank you for coming on to the show.
No, thank you for having me.
No, honestly, I was shocked, how well, I definitely slid in the DMs super early in the morning, which I didn't think about. I'm up early every day. Okay.
It's okay. Yes. It's okay. I promise. I'm used to it. So working at the bar, obviously, we're up until 3, 4, and then sometimes you can't sleep as soon as you get home. So it's I was up anyways.
Okay, so you were just doing your thing regardless of the fact. And how I discovered you was one of my good friends, Leslie Delgado, shared your post about your graduation and then I guess revitalizing La Última y Me Voy mobile bartending. And when I was reading the description and all that, then I shared it. I was like, hey, this would be a fun guest.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a mobile bartending business.
For sure.
There's another one in I think Lux. Shout out to her.
Yes. Oh, shout out to Yes, Belly. She's really great. She actually anytime I have a question, I'll go to her and
so you guys are very supportive of each other.
Oh, well, yeah. So definitely, if I can't, I'll be like, hey, this is a really good person too, because
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because women can be catty sometimes. I mean, these dudes too. They act like a bitch.
No, but women, for sure.
Yeah, and I've invited her on the show. I have invited her on the show.
Why she ain't come on?
We haven't had time. She's busy.
Very
she's
busy.
Booked and busy.
Oh, and she's a badass mom. She's
I can't wait for that one.
She's for sure.
Most definitely. Yeah, but so I saw that and I was like, okay, good. And she was just like, oh my god, I love your show. It's such an honor. I love how I'm at that status now where y'all just can't wait to be invited. I had to bite and scratch back in the day to get bitches on my show.
I was when I watch your shows, I'm like, so I was I told my friend, I was like, bitch, guess who messaged me?
Ain't nobody, bitch.
Well, she was like, who? And then she kind of she mentioned the guy that currently I'm talking to.
Oh, okay. Sorry, hun.
Yeah. He's actually been on here.
Oh, really?
But,
who is it?
No, we're not gonna go there yet.
Yes, we can.
Until
later. Hold on, let me add that to the notes. Okay. No, go ahead. But anyway, so she's encouraging you to do it.
Yeah.
Is it JR?
No,
okay.
JR, I love you, but no.
JR got dudes in his DMs.
Exactly.
Yeah, he got dudes in his DMs.
Period.
I told him that one dude was going to be in his DMs all the time.
And was he?
Yes, he screenshots them and shows them to me.
Well, then that's, if you know anything, don't go in there. That's a...
Yeah. He's made... But anyway, go ahead.
But, yeah, I mean, he's been on here before. Very, very, very genuine.
If I guess...
No.
Are you going to tell me?
I'll tell you afterwards.
All right, please. All right,
yeah.
Anyway.
I don't want to ruin something good that we got going,
Okay.
But.
What, is he on an earlier episode or a most recent episode? How about that?
What do you say? Let's keep it between us.
Anyway, okay. Well, listen. Moving on, Emily. I want to get to know a little bit about your life growing up. Tell us a little bit about who you are and all that, please.
Yeah. So, A lot of I grew up in a small town, Chilton. It's about
I know Chilton is.
Yeah, 20 25 minutes from here if I'm driving, 30 if you're doing the legal. I've just been there all my life. Honestly, like I grew up, my mom was a single mom.
Okay.
Well, I mean, my dad was like there, but he wasn't there.
Okay.
I grew up. I mean, I've had a really tough childhood.
Right.
My dad, like now, actually, I hadn't seen him in like 10 years. And this past December, you know, I was like, I have to make amends, you know, like because he's out in Mexico. So I decided, you know, let me go see him. Let me just let him know, you know, hey, I forgive you for everything.
Okay. Did he put your family through quite a bit of stuff?
Very.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah. So my dad actually, he was on drugs like really bad.
Okay.
Really bad. Growing up, I could remember like I hated when the weekends came around.
Oh yeah.
Because he would like my mom, and like now I can talk about it. It's still kind of like I still get a little bit emotional about it, but it's made me who I am today. Thank God, you know, like my mom, man, she's a badass because like I don't know how I was raised to like you stick with your man no matter what, you know.
Okay.
But now I'm like, heck no. Like, so my dad used to beat on my mom every weekend. Like, we would end up like in shelter homes, you know.
Was it because he was high? Was he drinking too? Or?
He was drinking. He was a machista. Do you know what a machista is?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was very, you know, always high, always drunk. I'd hope to say now, like, changed his ways.
Okay.
But,
now, when you say that he was high, what type of drugs was he using in your household?
What are your typical Mexicans use?
Cocaine. I hate talking about cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, I want you to tell your story.
Right.
But I've shared on this show. I've lived with somebody who was addicted to cocaine, and you know, I know that people do it recreationally or they joke about it. I don't like talking. I've seen what that does to people. It ruined a really important friendship in my life, and it's just not. I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah.
It's different. People don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know for sure. Like, I mean, like weed. That's like, hey, to each its own. Some people are actually better on weed than they are like themselves. You know?
Oh yeah. One of my very good friends, Leslie's boyfriend. I always tell her, Amaro and I are very good friends, and I always say you should just be drunk all the time because you're less aggressive.
Hey,
you're so sweet.
Aren't we all? No.
When I'm drunk, I'd be, you know, leg spread. Just,
period.
Here we go. No. So cocaine was that the worst it got for him? Or?
Honestly, so that's what I saw, but I think obviously like
so he
now.
was using in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like
wow.
he would. It was
No
really
shame.
bad. Like
Yeah.
one time, like he literally beat my mom almost like to death because she like she was, you know, she found it, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, in the house, no, like my kids are here, you're not gonna do
it
this.
outside in the bedroom.
Yeah, well, and you know, again, so like I remember her like just grabbing it and throwing it, and he just like went at her like. So, I mean, and he would always like, you know, beat on my brother.
Right.
My brothers actually.
Okay.
And
was there ever abuse towards you, Emily?
Actually, I was the only one he never could get a hold of.
Really?
Yeah, I was, because I always, like I would always find my way around it, you know, or I'd run like there was, I felt like Forrest Gump, because I would, as soon as I seen, like it was really bad, you know.
Did he have people, if I'm getting too intrusive, please, like.
No, yeah.
Did he have people in and out of the house, like other men, and was it like an uncomfortable situation for you
No,
ever? Okay.
My mom actually didn't, like, he would always do it outside, like anything, like, as far as that, no. My mom would never, ever allow, like, she wouldn't, she would not allow that. It was just, like, drugs.
Wow.
It was most, he wouldn't come home sometimes, like, it'd be weeks we wouldn't know about him.
Where is he at? Or where was he at? Like, just in the
sometimes we'd find out he was in jail. Like, all of a sudden, my mom would be like, you know.
Well, they didn't have McLennan County mugshots back then either, so you couldn't.
He'd be on there almost every weekend.
Find out. No, so he's just like taking. But what I guess, you know. So when I put your life in perspective, just based off of the other guests that I've had, you know, I would assume that Dad was the breadwinner of the household, or the one working. No, okay, so Mom was working, so Dad's sitting at home not doing shit all day, and then what? Where's he get? Wait.
Yeah.
This opens up. So where's he even getting money to do all this?
So he would go and like do work. He would do jobs, and my mom would be like, "Well, your dad's gonna go, do a job." But as soon as he'd get paid, he wouldn't come home. Yeah. Wow. So it was like, and this is like where it gets like really emotional for me because, so my mom to like be able to buy us like school supplies and stuff, she would Sorry, I get.
It's okay, Emily. Yes.
She would like sell tamales.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I remember like. And I'm not ashamed of it at all.
Oh, girl, no.
Like at all. But she would like, whenever school would let out, I would know she'd wait for me, and I'd tell my siblings, I'd be like, Mom, can we just go drop them off at home first? And she'd be like, why? When I just like, let's just go drop them off. They're just gonna be here, annoying us, like not letting us do what we got to do. But it was really so, because I got made fun of because like my mom would stand outside of the school, and sell tamales so she could be able to. Like pay bills and stuff. Okay. So and so my classmates like sometimes would make fun of me. Yeah. So I mean, it was like I didn't want to put my siblings in that situation. Okay. There's 4 of us total right now. There's only 3 of us left. My younger brother passed away in 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And it was actually to drugs.
God.
One of his best friends was high and well anyways my mom would that's how she made ends meet.
And so in the day though, kids are making fun of you and we don't realize. Right. I think all of us as kids don't realize like how I understand parents now.
Right.
Like they didn't have all the answers. We barely got the fucking answer. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I'm happy to hear that you say I'm not ashamed of my mom having to sell tamales to put food on the table. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, I mean, now look at us. We begging for some tamales.
Hell yeah! Like now everybody's like, "Hey, when is your mom making them?" Yes, okay, like I'm so serious. Like and it would just like my mom would always like question me like, Emily, why do you want to take your siblings home? Like why? And I just did not want to put them in the situation where they would have to see my mom standing outside like, and she didn't know any English.
Were you the oldest?
No. I'm the second.
You're the second.
Yes,
okay,
the second to oldest.
Yeah.
But I've just always had the strongest personality.
For sure, we're headstrong.
And I would always just tell my mom, like I was 7 translating legal documents.
Aren't you all?
Right. So that's
So okay, so I wonder, and God, I hope can we talk about your brother in just a second because you losing your brother to drugs really like hits a part in my heart because anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so what encouraged Mom to finally just get up and say, "Hey, enough is enough. I'm taking my kids out of this." Yeah.
So I mean, she left several times, but my mom was illegal. She was illegal, so he would always threaten. Like when we would leave, we would move out to like Dallas because we have family out in Dallas Fort Worth area. He would always threaten her to, I'm gonna call immigration and you're gonna have to be kicked out of here and the kids are gonna stay with me. So my mom kind of was like, it was like an ultimatum.
Right, for sure, yeah.
So she was like, and hell no, I'm not gonna lose my kids.
Yeah.
She's like,
she was just holding out as much as she can.
And she until finally like my dad got into like some like really, really bad, like he went and shot up a house type of thing.
Wow.
And like got deported, lost his papers.
Oh, so he was illegal too?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Like, okay,
but so he was here legally.
Yeah, for sure.
But residency.
Oh,
I see.
Okay.
Like, and they have rules or whatever. I mean, so he lost his right to be here, got sent to Mexico. Mom stayed with him still maybe about 2-3 years, had a baby on her.
Men.
Okay. Well, hey, some women do it too. Some women do it too.
These bitches are, don't get me started.
Ain't got
no
shame.
Don't get me started.
But
I just yes.
So
I'm about to choke a bitch then, like tomorrow. So okay.
You need help? No. Just don't end up on my County mugshot.
Listen, I tell my niggas all the time, I'll fight these bitches. I don't give a fuck. I'm a bitch all the. What you mean? If a girl smacks me in the face like a man, I'm gonna smack her in the face like a man too. Bitch.
I mean,
I'm gonna teach my daughters that too. Don't be putting your hands on no man and he's not gonna hit you back. Yeah. Get ready. You fight him like a fucking man, like you want to. But anyway. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit, what were we talking about?
Dad had a baby on mom.
Yes, yeah. So then
that's my job
like,
here.
Right.
To be listening.
We're back to track. So, yeah, she, after that happened, she kind of was like, okay, you know, you do you. It is what it is.
I'm moving on. That's it.
Yeah. And actually, mom didn't move on till just recently, maybe about a year
ago. So now she's got her new man's. Yeah,
new
there
man.
you go. Do you keep in touch with the other sibling?
Yeah.
You do. So you guys are close. Or cool.
She's little.
Oh, she's small.
She's small.
Okay, got you.
So she has no fault in it. So
yeah. Okay,
at the end of the
that's
day,
your sister. Yeah. Can I please dive into your brother dying of drugs?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So is this your older brother, younger brother? What happened?
This is my baby brother. He was
your baby brother.
Yeah, he was 18, May 13th, 2020. 7:23 in the morning when he passed away. Man. Yeah.
So did he overdose or can we?
No. Yeah. So, they were. They got a hold. Well, he smoked pot. We knew he smoked pot.
Everything's alleged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alleged.
Go ahead.
Well, at first I was very upset at some of his friends, some of his surroundings, because he was on Snapchat posting, that he was popping bars. So, I kind of was like, after the fact that they were telling me, I was like, why didn't y'all call me that night? Why didn't y'all call me that night? Why didn't you tell me, Emily, like, your brother is, and you could see it, like, the detective showed me, afterwards, like, all the snaps and stuff, and I was like, this could have easily been avoided.
Right.
They had, so his friend also was high. They were both high. I can't, obviously, like, you could see it on the videos.
Right.
So I think after they were done partying, it was a Tuesday night going into Wednesday. It was actually, like, all over the news. It was off of Primrose and,
okay.
Here by the Stripes and Robinson.
Yeah, I know where that area is. My parents live with it.
Okay, so that little
Let me not give you out my parents' address.
I know, right?
Okay,
They're
hold
gonna
on.
go egg their
house.
house.
Fucking the house, all right? Yeah, Andrew, white people pulling up to my house. What the fuck? All right. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
So, my brother had, he was at another friend's house, and that friend was like, hey, so your brother told him, hey, let's not leave. We're already, messed up.
Right.
I mean, they're teenagers. I get it.
Okay. So they just made a dumb choice.
Yeah. But his friend was like, no, I'm going home. My brother, we were always raised to, if you go with someone, you leave with that person, especially if y'all are messed up.
I see. But
my mom's always told that. Yeah, so it was a he, and he was driving, ran into a big old, like, light pole, those metal poles.
Yeah.
My brother, I guess, was not wearing a seatbelt. Right. Ejected him. Okay. But you know what pisses me off to this day, and I've never told this to anyone, I'll still see him at the bar, drunk.
So the driver survived. Wow.
The driver was out of the hospital. My brother was pronounced dead at 7:23 in the morning. Yeah. Driver was out of the hospital by 8:20.
You never want to talk to him about that? And, like,
I've tried.
Wow.
I've tried. My mom's tried, and he's just like...
He has to feel like shit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He has, and maybe this is the way he's coping. I'm not making excuses for him. But, he has to feel like shit. And maybe this is the only way he's coping with it right now. Right. This is what killed your friend.
Yeah. And it was it was his best friend, but still...
I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't live with myself.
I mean, no. And I would have understood if he would have changed his ways, but he didn't,
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm really good friends with his sister.
Okay.
His sister's, like, an amazing person, and, like, she'll probably see this, and but...
Listen, sweetie, we love everybody.
We do. And it's nothing against her.
No, for sure. And you guys maintain a good friendship.
Yeah.
What's crazy about it, Emily, and I mentioned how we're not friends anymore, obviously, but I was around that for a long time. And it's crazy the way bars or cocaine, for that matter, changes certain people. I remember when it got so bad where he assaulted me. And I can remember when he assaulted me, the blank stare in his face. Because actually, my friend Morrow was talking to me about it the other day. I guess he just wanted to know, like, hey, what really happened? Blah, blah. You know what I mean? We were talking about it, and I remember getting emotional again. Mind you, this was like 3-4 years ago, right? Yeah. And so, or 4 or 5, something like that. I don't fucking remember. But I remember just being put back in that place of when it happened. And I'll never forget the blank stare in his face. From being under the influence. You know what I mean? And just
for sure.
doing that. And then you wake up the next day like nothing fucking happened. Like you wake up the next day like, what's for breakfast? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you just beat the shit out of me. I'm fucking bleeding and bruised and, like, knots and shit. I can't go to work all fucking week. I was on the radio. I remember having to call, my old boss was, we don't talk, but Jaime de la Ley was my old boss. Yeah. And so, I remember. Oh, shit. Anyway, so I remember having to, no, honestly. I remember having to call, like, him and everybody that was, you know, and I was like, I can't go to this remote. It was like, embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And I had to tell them I was assaulted over the weekend and, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Sorry.
No, girl, you good. Listen, okay. But no, again, I'm sorry to hear about your brother. How were you able to move on from all this emotional trauma?
You know, you can't stay stuck.
Right.
They die, you don't. That's just the end of, I mean, it's just reality. They die, you don't. That memory is there. You just have to, like, cherish on what was and the moments that they did give you. If you stay stuck, it's like, fuck, you might as well have died too. Yeah. I mean, you know, like, it's shit. My mom just always raised us to, like, you have to, life is going to be tough. You know, life is going to be tough. You just have to keep moving. You have to keep going, because if you stay stuck there, like, if you don't pick yourself up, who's going to pick you up? Yeah,
for sure. So, it's hard, but, you know, I also feel like you have to have those people there that really can pick you up when you're down. I mean, I've been experiencing that more often than I wanted to these days. And, you know, thank God for my brothers who just really set me straight. Because I say it all the time on some posts. I made a post the other day. I couldn't be sane in this business had it not been for them. Right. I would have fell off the deep end a long time ago, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But listen. Okay, Emily, I want to get more into the bartending, the club scene, all your accomplishments in life. But we're gonna take a quick break. Okay. And when we get back, Emily, we're gonna like loosen up a little bit. Right. We're gonna make more drinks. We just found out that we have a common person that we don't like, and so we're gonna get more. Yeah. I ain't talked to that guy in 3 fucking years.
You know what? We'll talk about it in the bar scene.
Let me just say this too. I'll just say, because he's probably, for your sake, we'll probably watch it. But for sure, JR mentioned him quite a few times on his episode. The second time he was around with DZ, and my thing is this: like, I never publicly spoke about our fallout because we had a really big falling out. I just wish everybody the best now. Same. That's it. Like, but I don't appreciate hearing my name still in your mouth. Like, shut the fuck up.
That's what happens when you're, like, messy AF.
Yeah. I just don't appreciate that this show won't be nothing ever. Like, stay in your lane.
But you're in the same spot you were fucking 10 years.
But just shut up. I'm trying my best to move on. I'm trying my best to just let bygones be bygones. Be quiet. That's all I ask you to do.
It's hard for some people
I don't
to
put
do
my
that.
name in your mouth. Don't put your name in my, you know, vice versa. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. And, you know, shout out to JR and DZ who were just on this show. Listen, you guys, we're gonna be right back with my very special guest, Miss Emily Maria Rueda. Rueda. Here on The Public Affair. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this very exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Miss Emily Maria Rueda. Yes. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's hauling service. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up and they haul it away. Listen, they also do junk removals, tree brush removals, and haul cars in and out of town. If Emily got that pestering baby daddy that she just can't get away, maybe they'll come pick his ass up too, all right? Book now with the number on the screen, to Julian Ana Banda. They'll be there for you when you least expect it. Banda's hauling service, thank you so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Oh my God. Of course, to Manny Guerrero Snack with Blue Star RV Services. He's a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs. I'm talking about travel trailers, fifth wheelers, toy haulers, food trucks, and so much more. He deals with the warranty company so he can get paid. All you gotta do is pay him a small ass little service fee. And him and his professional team of hot men are gonna, well, some of them are hot. Some of them are not. But man, he's hot. They're going to come out there and fix whatever you got going on. Follow them on Facebook or call them from the screen to Blue Star RV Service. They don't have to be hot. They're all professional and they're all very smart, all right? To Blue Star RV Services, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. To Myra Rosales with Strike a Pose Photography, a digital photo booth business, perfect for parties, private events, corporate events, and so much more. You might want to call her next time you have a gig. You need a photo booth, all right? Myra Rosales, she's got all the props, everything. She's going to make it super scrumptious. It's fun, convenient, and easy. Call now, book now with the number on the screen. Follow on Facebook at Strike a Pose Photography 23. Tamara Rosales, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Oh, of course, my very good friend, Mr. Fernando de la Rosa with Big Bear Lawn Care. A small landscaping business. Listen, I already know the lawns are a hot ass mess. Nobody wants to go out there. It's 100 degrees outside. You don't want to cut the lawn. You're going to be all sweaty, nasty, and moist, all right? Just call Fernando de la Rosa, and he's got you taken care of. He specializes in mowing, edging, mulching, and so much more. Call them on the screen for a free quote to Fernando de la Rosa. Thank you, Fernando. I'm sorry she's got me up bucanas. I almost told him I was recording with you, but I didn't say nothing. He asked me. I said, some girl, shut up. Okay, and I love him. Listen, Fernando, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez, located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screens now or book the Squire app. Listen, he's going to have you looking as snackish as I have for more than 100 and something episodes of The Public Affair. I lost count. Listen, walk-ins are welcome as well. They got Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, and Isai Reyes over there making you look as snackish as I have for all these episodes of The Public Affair. Make sure you guys head over to Elite Barbershop on Hewitt Drive to Sid Rodriguez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we're going to get right back into it. My very special guest, Miss Emily Maria Rueda, here on The Public. She's the owner of La Última y Me Voy Mobile Bartending, and she just became an LVN, bitch. You better give yourself them snaps. And she told me during the break who she's with. He was on this show. I'm not going to say who it was. I promise you I wouldn't say who it was. But I will say that I'm very happy that you are with him. I really am, because he deserves a good woman like you.
I mean, it's not official.
No, but still. I've
been waiting for this man for the longest.
I will say I think he's a good man for you. I really do. I think that, I've only, the longest conversation I've ever had with him was on the show. But I know a lot of my close friends know him as well, and they always speak very highly of him. And, I like him because he's private, very subtle, you know what I mean? I think that's good for you, because you're you seem to be the opposite, and so opposites attract, and so no, I really, for the record, I've never slid in his DMs because he is not my type.
Hey, look, and if you did, it's okay, because I know he would tell me.
No, he's not my type though.
Yeah.
Can I just make a joke? I used to think that he didn't want to come on the show because he thought that. That I would try to be advancing.
I mean,
yeah, because it took me a while to get him on.
I know, so I've heard.
It took me a whole minute, but I think that ended up not being the case. He ended up talking to me afterwards and thanked me for my professionalism.
Yeah.
I could change it up. I'm an interviewer, all right?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, no, but listen. Party days, you're a bartender, you were bartending at Warehouse, and I just recently found out maybe you're not there right now.
Yeah.
For some things that were said behind the scenes.
Yeah, I tend to when I don't think something's right, I speak up.
Okay.
And everybody who knows me knows that, I'm not the type to be quiet. If I see you're not being fair, if I see you suck at something, take it as constructive criticism.
You have to. Thank you for saying that.
Take it as constructive criticism.
You have to. Mm-hmm.
Because it's like someone coming up to me, hey, your drinks are shit. And me being like, okay, and?
Right.
Nobody's going to want to come back.
So you want to improve on your drinks. Right.
But some of us are just, that we don't ever grow out of the child.
Right. Well, so when you're a shitty person or DJ and you say as much, then they get offended, and then too bad, right?
You know what? I'm really going to be for real, done. But it's okay.
Who cares? You don't need that job. You're a whole ass LVN out here, and you have your own mobile. I said detail. Mobile bartending. I mean, I can detail something, but no. Oh, shit. Okay, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about the business, La Última y Me Voy Mobile Bartending. Okay, sure. So you are a bartender at bars, but what made you, or what inspired you to move on to do your own thing? And then for that, we say mobile, so you set up at events and such. Talk to us a little bit about it, please.
Okay, so honestly, it was something I went to nursing school, got accepted into nursing school, and I was single mom, again, still had bills, still had shit to pay. I was man, how am I gonna do this?
Right.
How? Thankfully, I was brought on with scholarships and stuff, so I didn't have to worry about a lot of school stuff.
Okay.
Still, I had to take care of some stuff because I would commute. So 1 hour to school, 1 hour back.
Oh, was it in Navarro College? Oh shit, bitch! Over there in Mahia.
Yes, yeah. So it was man, the only thing the drive was far, so I'd literally, I'd have to pump almost every 3 days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I've been to Mahia more times than I've wanted to.
So I was man, I have to come up with something,
Okay, some passive income.
Right.
Which no shame on that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was man, what do I do? And then again, shout out to Yazbeli from Lux. If I'm not available.
Oh, she's so sweet. We talked on the phone.
Beautiful.
She is so sweet. I've never met her in person.
She's fucking beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, can we shout out to her friend Pote?
yes. Long hair.
Yeah, she manages fucking Echo and Waco.
Yes,
you know, when I got super fucking drunk, they had to call Leslie Delgado and Mara to come pick my bitch. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
No, oh shit.
I didn't, but I mean, the simple fact that friends can come get you, it's like.
Shout out to Leslie. And you know, we talked about Leslie on the
big
break.
Booty ass.
Leslie is so voluptuous. Listen, that's my brother's girl, right?
Yeah.
And he knows that I'm not trying to make no moves on her because I don't do girls, but Leslie, bitch.
And she's honestly a genuine person. Like, I used to work with her, so.
Yeah, and then she's just so curvaceous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just like you ever
I don't know how Morrow handles all of that.
Shit. Well, compared to...
You know what?
I be getting fucked up and I give him shit about it all the time. I don't give a fuck. I said, let me tell you something. And then I see Leslie, right? It's like there's Leslie. You know what I mean? Just like Leslie. And then there's like you know, the old one.
You know, I don't know her, but I mean
these bitches neither. All I'm saying is that Leslie is gorgeous.
Inside and out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I was into girls, I'd be elbow deep in her, but I'm not. And so, you know, and I'm so proud. You know, I told Leslie and Morrow. Oh God, we got to get back to the episode. But I told them, I was like, I don't see y'all with other people. I really don't. Like, they're made for each other. You know what I mean? Like they're like a puzzle piece. Like, you know.
Like me and my man.
No. Hey, well, now you. Andrew, shut up. Yeah. But because I don't want to expose him. But no, big shout out to Leslie. I love her, and Morrow is my brother. I love that fucking guy. He be setting me straight when I'm acting stupid. You know what I mean? He be punching me and slapping me around. And,
we need somebody to do that.
You have to. No, we talked about that the other day. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
You have to have a friend that's gonna give you the real, like when you're fucking up. Mm-hmm. And we actually had that conversation. I want to say it was like 2 days ago. It was like, you know, if you fuck up, I'm gonna tell you. If I fuck up, I expect you to tell me.
Yeah.
And that's how we do. And you are supposed to have friends like that really just are down for you and will keep it trill with you, like 100%. And these other friends that just sis you all the fucking time and you're making stupid decisions, get rid of them. Those are not your friends. Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So now that I'm not sleeping with married men anymore.
Oh.
No, I'm not. My friends are very proud of me. Yes.
Good. I would have been like.
No, I still sleep with straight men, just not married straight men. See, so it's different.
As long as you're not married.
Yeah, I stopped. Yeah, I've been curving niggas. Now I know what it's like. I curve dudes now. It's like, it's so empowering. Man. It is. I feel so empowered. You know what I mean? Like,
because queen you are. You made progress. Anytime you make progress.
It's like, stay the fuck out my DMs, bitch. Like, I love it. It's so, you know, sometimes there's some of them I miss.
You know now that you're saying about like married.
Yeah.
At first time, the guy that I was talking to, the guy that I'm talking to now, I thought he was still married. But now that he's not, that's why I curved him the first time, because I was like,
the guy you're talking to right now.
Currently.
That I know.
Yeah,
that
you know. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was like,
okay. Well, you have to. There's nothing good that comes out of it.
I've learned.
I've learned too, and man, I'm gonna just keep it 100% real quick. Like, and then I do want to get back to you. I had this conversation with Morrow because I break down with him more often these days than I ever have. Like, I don't know, just, you know. And so it's like, I'm ashamed. Like, I look back on my old episodes and I was almost like glorifying it. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing to glorify. That's not cute. And then like younger people are watching this show. That's not how you want to live your life.
But we learn from our mistakes.
Well, yeah. And so I can't ever take back what I've done to interfere in relationships. And I talked about it very briefly on this show. But I have. And I have to be accountable for that. And karma will come back around. And if I find the love of my life, it might happen. Something might happen. And I have to deal with that. I'm going to remember how I interfered in relationships back in the day. And I'm not, guys, for the record, I'm not proud of it. That shit is nothing to be fucking proud of. Do you hear me? Like, it's just not. Like, it's so fucking deplorable and it's just disgusting. Like, I'm ashamed of what I've done in the past. I can't take it back. But I'm not ashamed of sleeping with straight guys. Like, if they want to fuck around. If you're single, like, I'm down.
Single is one thing. But, like, married, now when you're talking to someone or married or, you know, whatever, that's another thing.
I'm just out. I'm not.
Because single, you're available.
Yeah.
If it's not official, it's not.
It's hard. Like, what people don't understand, too, is, you try to glorify it and you try to be like, I don't give a fuck, I'm single. Like, the excuse is, I'm single, so I don't owe anybody's relationship any excuse. Please, that's bullshit. I said the same fucking thing. But on the holidays, Christmas, your birthday, everything, they forget all the fuck about you. And then you're lonely. And then they're with their family. So it's just, I don't know. I've moved on from that. I think I'm doing pretty good.
And I'm proud of you, queen.
Thank you. I don't like being queen though. I'm still a king. I am that nigga. I am.
You know, I have a
Well,
gay
I
friend.
am that bitch. I am that bitch.
I have a gay friend and I call him queen.
Yo,
He
call
likes
him,
to be
call
called
him queen. Yeah, but see, I'm different than other gay
king.
guys.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still a dude.
Set
Like,
me
I don't
on
know. I'm
my-
weird. Yeah.
You should have told me that from the get-go, king.
Listen, anyway, okay, back to you because this is your episode. Okay, so you're looking for passive income. Okay.
Right.
And so you decided,
Yes.
hey, I'm gonna take a stab at this. Okay.
My friend was like, bitch, you're like very people friendly. She's like, just do it. So I used to do it back. I go to Mexico every December, whenever I can.
Yeah.
And my family's always like, Emily, make some drinks. Because I'm like,
You're the mixologist. This fucking drink got me fucked up.
Fucked up.
I'm not gonna remember how to promote this episode, but go ahead. Yeah.
Well, and so I was like, my friend was like, Emily, why don't you just like do just. Actually, it was my son's godmother who was like,
okay.
She was like, hey, just, do drinks. Because I always would do drinks at the parties, at the family parties.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. So then she's like, just start it. See, so I started off and I was like, it was hitting. So I was like,
doing his thing.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, we'll keep it like this. And it's cash. So it's like,
there you
non-traceable.
go. Yeah. You just pocket all that shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the
There's
time,
my gas
yes,
money.
yeah.
Okay.
For sure. And honestly, and I think every single one of the persons who's like referred me, mentioned me, shared, even one share will like go a long way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I'm very, very, like, I work with people's budget.
Yeah.
As far as, like, if they're like, hey, I can't pay the deposit, that's fine. You
Yeah.
know, like, but anyways.
Yeah.
That's kind of what, like, got me through school.
Okay.
So
doing the
gas,
right.
doing that, that's what, like, helped me buy my books,
Yeah.
helped me gas,
That's
like.
good. Well, that was a good business plan.
Yeah,
to go,
yeah,
because it was something that you were good at
Yeah.
and you could do on the side.
And it was something like, I was like, just for the meantime, for the meantime. But people were like, hey, I have someone who wants this.
Yeah.
So I was like.
So the business didn't stop rolling in.
It didn't.
Yeah.
And it actually got to the point now where it's like, I need help. You
Okay.
know? I was actually referring a lot of people to Lux because I was like, hey, I
do
can't
this
right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not ever like, tell her I sent you.
Oh,
No.
I
because
love that about you. I really do. I think that is so genuine. I really do.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's money out here for all of us.
Yes, for sure.
And like, I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
I know she's a single mom. So it's like, hey.
We're in the same boat. I feel you. You know what? I like that relationship aspect that you guys have then, because like it's so easy for us to be pitted against each other.
And that thing is, Andrew, I don't think, like, I've never told her that. I've never told her,
really?
like, I've never been like, hey, I sent someone your way.
Okay.
Because it's like.
Because, like, to you, it's like, what does it matter? Like, just give her the business and call it a day. Or,
And call
like,
it a
help
day.
her give the business and call it a day.
Because
Yeah.
I'm always the type of person, like, if you do something good will come back to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've learned that recently.
And I'm not like, hey, I sent you somebody. No.
Yeah.
For what?
That's what's up.
God got me.
So do you not have a team that works with you right now?
No, so
is it
one
just you?
person.
One person.
She just recently actually just came on
Okay.
because I've had so many bookings that I'm like, man, I can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a team
Right.
because it was never like I was never supposed to make it a business.
Yeah, well, it just happened. The public affair wasn't supposed to go on for more than 5 episodes. Now I'm on 167, bitch. All right. So what's up every Monday?
Period.
For the last 3 years. All right. No, but okay. So was this one person? Did you know this one person?
Yeah,
Did you just...
I've known him for
Okay.
all of our life.
Do you get scared mixing business with personal relationships?
Actually, no, because I'm very understanding. I'm very
Okay.
understanding, and I know she's very understanding, and I know, like, if I'm the type of person who, as soon as something doesn't sit right with me, hey, nip it in the bud. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
because I don't like that. Like, if I have a problem, I'm going to address it right away, because if it keeps going, it builds up.
Yeah, for sure. You have to get it off your chest.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. She's like a really good friend, and she's very understanding. So,
Has there been any crazy stories about any bartending experiences? Like,
outside of my personal, no.
oh, okay.
At the bar,
Oh, shit. Dudes hitting on you all the time? Thirsty ass dudes?
married.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Do you see what I'm fucking talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? They
Married.
don't have no shame. They don't have no shame. They have no shame. They have no shame. So that's why I go back to what I say. While I'm ashamed of what I've done, niggas, you need to be ashamed too. You know
too.
what I mean? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're in the wrong just as much as I am. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Wow. Okay. So, has a man ever lied to you and then you found out after the fact? Tell us.
I was talking to this guy.
I almost said the guy's name that you're talking to now. No. Guy that you're talking to now, we're not talking about you, obviously.
No, obviously not.
Ahead,
no, I
yes.
was like talking to a guy for a couple of months.
Right, and then you found out.
Wife calls me and she's
Bitch.
like, she's like, I looked you up on Cash App, and I was like,
Cash App?
Yeah.
What, was he sending you fucking money for your nails, bitch?
So, no.
Okay.
She looked my number up because she like checked his
history,
like his call logs or whatever.
Wow.
And I was like, there's no way he's married. Like,
yeah, like,
no.
Who is this?
And we were
yeah.
like,
no, don't name him. Don't name him.
No, I won't.
I don't want
he
this.
ain't
I don't
shit.
want. Well, I don't want him trying to fucking jump me.
Well, no, and he ain't shit.
Yeah, and he's not shit. But I'm tired of you bitches.
Yeah.
And you dudes trying to fucking jump me. Please stop it. I cannot
Stop.
fight. I want to go home. Eat Taste of Laos. Shout out to Anne Marie. And I just want to fucking sit at home and watch goddamn movies. And y'all want to jump me.
It's not your fault.
Me. Damn it. I can't fight. Fuck. I told you guys that for 3 fucking years and y'all still want to fight me. Stop it. Okay? You're going to beat my ass. It's not a fair fight.
It's not. It's not. But look, if I ever see you getting jumped,
you better jump in there, bitch.
I will.
Well, listen, my brother Merle, I almost had my first fight twice. So,
for
like,
real?
Yeah, he's come a very long way. You know what I mean? In terms of how to handle situations. But when I see too many people around him, they're, being antagonizing to him, I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, let me start rearranging the pockets, bitch. Okay, I can lose the AirPods. The keys, I can't lose these. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've almost had my first fight twice because of him, but that's my nigga right there. Ain't nobody fucking bitch. No, but anyway, okay, so she calls you.
Me and she's like, who are you? And I'm like, Mom, so-and-so. Who are you?
Yeah.
She's like, your name is in my dude's I'm like, all right, I'm sorry. Told him, I said.
But it's not even fair on because he wasn't honest with you.
He wasn't.
Yeah, so was she really more mad at you than she was
Yeah, because till this day, like, we go to the same hairdresser, which actually, shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole. Okay.
Waco Color Studio.
Oh, tell her to come on the show. Yeah. I want to know all about the story.
I'll let you know. Like, she's like, just all, like, it's your fault. I'm like, no.
You gotta see, that's the problem with, and it happens to the dudes too, the dudes and the girls. That's the problem. Y'all get so mad if they don't know. You can't be mad at them.
Yeah.
Now you can be mad at me because I knew, right? Like, that's fine. But if they did not know, you cannot be mad at them. Like, you need to hold your man or your woman more responsible.
And he was actually like in my DMs last week. I said,
no, get out of here.
GTF out of my
fuck out of here. It's not worth it. Now, sometimes they have the best D. I'm not going to lie. There's some I miss.
But it's not at that point, though, like, it don't even matter. Because if your loyalty ain't shit, you ain't shit.
Facts.
Because it's like, if you're
facts.
Like, because if your loyalty ain't shit, what does that tell me?
Right, well,
like, you don't do that same shit to me.
And here's the thing. Exactly. If he's doing it to her, he's going to do it to you.
So I was like,
But you know what happens? These women be doing the same fucking thing. And nobody talks about that, but they do. I know. Listen, the bartender... We're running out of time because all we did was talk shit.
For sure.
Maria, late nights, bartending, right? It demands you all kinds of hours, okay?
Right.
You're still trying to go to school, and you're raising a son. And at the time, you were by yourself, correct? Like, so how the hell did you manage?
I sometimes there would be times where I couldn't. I'll tell you, like, one time there was one night where I did like my preceptorship, and I like worked from 7p to 7a.
Wow.
My kid had a soccer game. I think it was like at 8:30 or 9 out in Austin. Oof. As soon as I got off from that 12-hour show, that's one thing about me. My son comes first. My son will always come first. I don't care what it is, who it is, anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So he plays select soccer, which to shout out to Fuego FC.
Shout out
Anytime we have fundraisers, I'm gonna need you to share that shit because.
Well, I sponsor the SoCo soccer teams coached by Mauro Maldonado.
Yeah, but that's something different.
I don't know what the difference is.
Oh, Fuego FC is like.
Oh, they're from Dallas.
No, we're from here, out of Waco. To Coach Jacob, Coach Juan.
Oh, I know
Coach
them.
Juan
Arellano's getting married tomorrow.
Yes,
I got invited.
Are you going? Yeah,
he invited me, bitch.
You better go, bitch. Don't be out there making the paleta shots. But anyways, So anytime we have a fundraiser, I'm gonna need you to share that shit.
Okay.
Well, anyways,
shout out to them. But,
For sure, because they're giving kids right now an opportunity that like sometimes they don't have.
For sure, yeah.
But anyways, yes, like we had a game out in Austin, and I've done this several times. Like they're like, Emily, how do you do it? Got off of a 12-hour shift. I was like,
drove to Austin, Emily.
Actually, so. One of the parents, I was going to drive, but one of the parents were like, you can't.
Yeah.
Do not.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
Do not.
Yeah.
So I was like, Yeah, you know, and again, shout out to them because they're always like helping me. Coach Rafa and his wife, like they're always like, "Hey, we'll take him. We know you got to work,
For
you know."
Sure.
Because if I don't work, man, I've had several disconnection notices. You know, so it's like I will not have my kid somewhere where
living
you know
like
we ain't
that.
got no light, we ain't got no But anyways, it's been hard, like, but I will never ever, because of my lifestyle or what I chose to do, it'll never come in like with my son.
I have a question. Can I ask you this? And it might be a little bit too personal, but I mean, we got personal.
Yeah.
Is your son's father in his life?
He is.
He is. Okay.
He is very.
So your son has a masculine.
To a certain extent.
Okay.
Right. So,
because I wonder. I want to ask a single mother, and I don't think I've ever asked any of the single mothers this. Can you raise your son without a masculine influence in his life? No. Okay.
You cannot. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot.
Yeah.
You always need that.
He has to have that.
I'm feminine. I can only teach him to a certain extent.
Right.
I can only teach him to a certain extent, and I've seen that because my sister. Shout out to my sister and my brother-in-law. Through nursing school, they've just been there. Been there.
Yeah, for sure.
But you cannot. As much as single moms say, I can do it. No.
You have to have, your son has to have a masculine. No, I agree.
And again, like my baby daddy.
Okay.
He's great, amazing dad.
Yeah.
Shitty spouse.
It just didn't work out for you guys.
It didn't.
And I like that you say that because you don't take away from his dad skills. Because a lot of these bitches do that. They really like, oh, he wasn't a good husband or boyfriend or baby daddy, so I'm going to trash him as a dad.
Never.
That's shitty. That is shitty.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm so happy.
I mean, he's a great dad,
he's a great
amazing
father.
dad.
Okay.
He works a lot because he wants to financially provide for his kid.
Yeah.
Time-wise,
he should. No, but as long as you're financially providing for... That's what's wrong with these dudes.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that shit. I'll tell you, my biological brother was the same fucking way. He sat at home all fucking day. Now he's in jail. But you know what I mean? Like, why did you not think you had to get up and go to fucking work to raise your kids? Why you thought you had the option to sit at home all fucking day and then do stupid shit to end up in jail? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't make no fucking sense. And can I just say, too, I like that you mentioned that your son has to be raised with the masculine influence because, listen, I'm gay as fuck, right? Like, I am. But me and my dad, if you watch this shit, you know, we were not best friends growing up. I hated that fucking man. But I'm happy that I was raised with a man in my life because it taught me man qualities. I'm not like these other bitch-ass niggas calling each other out on fucking, you know what I mean? Like acting like little bitches and then they get beat up at the bar. And so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Actually,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is I take my altercations face to face. I don't need, you know what I mean? And,
for sure.
I had a good conversation with one of my friends about it, actually before this recording, and I told him, you know, next time, you know, as a business owner, no shade to him because I'm not gonna name him, but I love that guy. He's done so much for me. I was like, you know, next time take your altercations as a, you know, in person, not on social media, and all these other bitch ass niggas that do it, y'all are bitch ass niggas. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. And so I'm happy that I was raised with a dad that taught me, you know, shut the fuck up, stay in the room, mind your business, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
Listen, oh my God, I hate that we're running out of time. I hate this. We're having the best time, but I'm gonna see you tomorrow at Juan's wedding. I guess since you're going, I'm gonna fucking pull up.
Yes,
bitch.
sir. I'll be there.
Yeah. Shout out to Juan too. You know, I used to think he was so cute back in the day. We used to party, but listen, shout out to the wife. I do love his wife because we work out at Fat Fit with Monica together.
For sure.
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
But you know, back before I didn't know her, you know what I mean? I used to think Juan was a fucking snack. No, I'm
just kidding.
And I know Jacob too. I've met Jacob. Yeah, me and Jacob worked out together one time. Yeah, but I'm like, what is next for you? You know, so you're still in nursing school. You just announced the revitalization. Oh no, excuse me. You're going back to nursing school in 6 months, but you announced the revitalization of your business.
Right.
Okay, and so that now you're taking a hiatus from the other place because that man wants to be a little bitch and whatever. But no. So what are you doing now? What can we expect next from you?
So I'm actually I'll be starting at my new job 9/11. Yes, at a clinic, but again, like I'll be going back eventually. Like my goal is to be a nurse practitioner. Nurse practitioner, and you know I want to do Botox.
I got Botox on the show. Shout out to Susie.
Period.
Yeah, she did.
I don't know her, but
you don't know her. Okay, she gave me fucking Botox on the show. Yeah, she
period.
did. Yeah.
Eventually, like I want to do that, you know, and again, like you just got to keep going, you know. I'm the type of person who I'm not satisfied ever where I'm at.
Yeah.
Ever, because it's just like there's always more. You always want to go more, you know. And again, like I want to give my son the life I didn't have, you know. So That's what's next. I'm going to keep going to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can we reach out? So if we want a mobile bartending business, if we have events coming up, if we have parties coming up, how can we reach out to you?
I do have my Facebook page, La Última y Me Voy, Bartending Services by Emily. And everything is basically on there. I share or I'll post here and there when I do have time. Yeah.
We're drunk. I'm trying not to say her man's name. I want to say it so bad. I won't.
Because then these girls are going to try to take my man, and he's too fun to
Listen, thank you so much for coming on I had such a good time with you. If we had 7 hours, we would have been here for 7 fucking hours. We got fucked up. Listen, you guys make sure if you need a mobile bartending service, if you guys are having a birthday party or an event going on and you need a mobile bartender, hit her up. How can we hit you up again? Facebook?
Yes.
Shout out your Facebook one more time.
La Última y Me Voy, Bartending Services by Emily.
And when we're in the hospital all fucked up and we have one of those drunken nights out, one of these days she's going to be our fucking nurse.
And I got you.
Yes. Well, Emily, thank you so much again for coming on to the Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Best of luck to you and your potential bae. Okay, I do wish the best for you guys because he is a very solid guy, and so yes. He is. So best of listen, everybody who tuned into this episode of the Public Affair, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys again so much for watching the show. I've got more on the way. Now, before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of the Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by J. Pedal and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and the entire family of All Snacks. They provide delicious, savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls. They also have handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream for dessert. Listen, you could choose from a menu item or create your own because Emily and I, we like to be in control of what we put inside of ourselves. Okay. Listen, locations on University Park Drive and Hewitt Drive. You can order online at jpedaltx.com or just download the app at jpedal. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the SoCo Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training with pros like George De Leon. Listen, they also have open play occasionally on Mondays and Wednesdays for ages 16 and older at 8:30 p.m. The Public Affair is also a very, very proud sponsor of the SoCo soccer teams, coached by my brother, Mauro Maldonado. He's doing such big things in his coaching, and I'm so proud of you, brother. And just keep doing your fucking thing, bro. He's come such a long way. And shout out to your hot fucking wife, Leslie, bitch. To SoCo Soccer Academy, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Ana Limones for Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. Call for all party decor, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra flair to your party or event. Like when you hire Emily to be your bartender, you hire Ana to do your balloon props, darling. A number of wooden backdrops and so much more are provided as well. Call the number on the screen to Hummingbird Party backdrops. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my boy, Jesus Sanchez, all the way from Mart, Texas, with Brothers Roofing. He's so hot. He is so hot. He really is. His girl's hot too, so I don't have to stand a chance. He's a small construction business from Mart, specializing in general roofing needs and so much more. Protect your home from the crazy elements of Texas weather with his high quality and affordable work. Follow on Facebook and call the number on the screen to Jesus Sanchez with Brothers Roofing and Remodeling. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, the Pollo Box and Audio with Jeffrey Monreal, home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. You know, he put the dark tint in my car, so you can't be seeing what I be doing. Okay, your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. To Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. To everybody who tuned in, thank you guys again so much. Emily, thank you for coming onto this show. I had the best time. You're such a breath of fresh air.
Thank you for having me. Yes. I appreciate it.
And I guess I'm going to see you tomorrow at the Ariana wedding.
I will.
But whatever I do, please don't forget to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.